the FIAT Panda series, and if you don't know, I ripped that off and it discovered our problem with the gearbox, didn't it?
Yes.
And we had an issue with fifth gear where it just wouldn't go into fifth. It would travel too far over, as if you'd got a lifter shirt to go into reverse, but we didn't have the lifting mechanism on the gear knob. Now,
well, we did, but someone had glued it.
But someone had glued it together, so we didn't know it had it, and that's why the fifth gear was so awkward. So, today we're going to fix that. That's what we're going to do.
We are.
So, what we've got also, a little treat for Paddy the Panda, is a new shift boot. Now, this is a nice leather one, because the old one has some holes in it.
Paddy.
Don't like that.
No expense spared.
No, Paddy deserves the best. So what we're going to do is get into the car. We've got to, actually there's no point getting in yet, we've got to install this new boot to the ring. You can see there's this sort of plastic ring with some clips on it, and that pops into the dash, and we need to cut holes in it by the looks of it. I'll come up to my camera to show you.
And if anyone's mildly interested and you need a new something, that is who we got it from, and they are, pause, in Italy.
Cool. So you can see here we need to get this plastic sort of ring out from here, and you can see that the leather's actually been cut where these clips are. So we're going to replicate these holes on our new piece. It's going to be easy to set them down. That's very nice. But hopefully we can do that. And we want to install the new boot. So let's move over to the table a bit closer and get a little look at how we're going to do this. Onto the, keeps it nicely central to the ring.
This looks like is a DIY.
I don't think that's an original boot either. Doesn't look like it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
So we have somehow got to, these look like they've just been hand cut in anyway.
So
and that really isn't our speciality.
No. So we're going to have to try and do the same on our new one, which I don't like the look of, but it's going to be done.
Yes, looks good.
Because once that's on, it's going to be like that anyway.
Yeah.
So.
No, that looks fine.
Yeah. All right. So that looks fairly even as well. So we've just got to cut in our pieces. So we're going to have to just go around them, cutting them in one by one.
And they were cut in
just after the line.
Yep.
Just after the stitching.
So about 5 mil in.
Yeah. Just above the stitch line. So we'll start with that central one. That looks pretty good.
There?
Yep.
A blind man should be doing this.
That's through. Alright, there's one on.
Brave.
Alright, next one.
Surgery.
No, I have. Interesting.
Not keen.
No, but there we go. Alright.
Well,
Mr. Shifty Boot is now on.
We're going to use one of Reggie's cat food tins and
trusty
Araldite, which seems to be the one that glues everything very permanently, as we don't want it coming off.
We don't. So let's move inside the car.
Great. So with a bit of degreaser, this area here, because our imitation Dremel, because we didn't buy the real thing, has just given up the ghost, so I'll put it in a drill, and we've cleaned every bit of gunk, or the majority of the gunk, off there to give it its best chance of sticking, but we have to put all the
trims back
in before we do the do.
So this bottom one just slides in at the bottom, slides up inside the dashboard here.
Right.
That's it.
Here we are.
Right, you get your screws.
And which little devils will these be?
These will be the two big ones, I think.
And you would be right. There's one down there as well.
There is.
If memory serves me right.
What screw?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Right, that's interesting.
small plastic piece down the side here in the passenger footwell, which I'm now going to put in. Is actually just a push fit, and then you've got 2 screws to make sure obviously it stays in nicely. So that's popped in there, and then 2 screws just behind there and there. Here we go. And now it's time for the main event, which is installing this devil.
So this area here is to turn,
Is it there?
that area there, is to turn that inside out and cable tie it.
Yes, it is.
So, are we ready for that process?
That, I think, is the next process. Let me pull the boot. Here we go. Right. So I've turned it inside out and I've slid it through, gone over that, because you can sort of angle it over and then push it over each corner. And this is the lip here that we're going to be cable tying around. So we're going to get that top just round there. And then you're going to have to give that a nice old tighten.
Oh. And you tell me in the right position.
That looks
About there.
bang. Hang on.
Whee.
Don't miss it. Right.
Cack and his mate
That's
handed.
good.
Yep, do it.
That's
Right.
tight. Right, well that's nice and tight on there. And now we should be able to turn it back in the right way so you can't see the cable tie. And that boots it nicely on there.
Oh, pretty as you like.
Pretty as you like, look at that. Right,
Well, we're pleased with that job so far.
we're well chuffed with that.
So we've now got to lube this,
We do, which this piece slides over.
and we were humming and hawing what to do. We feel we should lube it, don't we?
We do.
So we're going to go for, we've put a little bit of lithium grease in there because someone else already had.
Yes.
And we've done a couple of the joints down the side, so that's lubed. So we were going to go for rubber grease, weren't we?
I think let's do it. I'll let you.
This was almost, we thought was too boring to do, didn't we?
Yes,
But,
we did, but it's turned out to be actually quite interesting.
yes, I've gone for less is more. What? I haven't graphed.
You have. You certainly have. You dirty old man. You 100% have dropped your guts.
I haven't. Well, does video you have?
I haven't.
Well, I haven't.
You brought it in with you.
Well, I have, but I haven't. You know, I'd be very delighted to say I had, and
That's
I wish I
weird.
have,
Maybe it's reg.
but I haven't, and I'd be
X's in
honoured
there. Stick
to have said I had,
Right.
and I'd like to have done it in a confined space like this, but no, I haven't.
Right. So there we are. Gear knob is
Lubed.
ready and lubed. So that goes like that. And now we're going to we're going to turn the boot to match.
Oh, poo.
Hang on then. That should be fairly easy. It is a cable tie.
No,
That's all right.
happy days. I got lucky.
Right. Turn that to match. So that's dead straight there.
So everything under here is,
That's it. We're on.
we're happy. Hold on, that's moving nicely.
Yeah. Because obviously this is on a, what we're going to do is we're going to glue the top on, and underneath the top is a spring, which is there.
There.
So, therefore, let's pretend my hand's the bit we're gluing on. That glues on, holding the spring around there, and then you pull that up, and it springs back down.
To lift the plastic part
Which,
over this gator,
so once that's there, you can't go into reverse, and then you have to lift that, reverse, and down.
which should stop all of our grating problems.
And we didn't have that before, so this will be quite interesting. So let's now glue the top on, and make sure we don't.
Are we
lose
going
that
to
spring.
push that in first?
Yeah, we can do. Let's,
Might as well, mightn't we?
I believe that should just. Didn't feel right. Oh, hang on. No, what I've done is I've turned it around the wrong way. Have I? Yes. Because that way. Yes, we have decided to go for 2, didn't we, in that line?
Oh yes.
That's why.
Okay. Wait, that's over 10 minutes ago, so I can't remember.
There we go.
But to be fair,
That actually looked quite nice.
that looks nice.
We're happy with that.
We're
aren't we?
very happy with that, and it smells nice.
It does. So that's
Oh,
it there.
oh!
Now we haven't got having it all in is nice.
Oh, we're happy with. I mean, simple things.
Before that would be up, so therefore we'd always be going too far and you can't go into fifth. But now that's working. Fifth, perfect.
Oh, that's so nice.
Let's glue that on and make sure we just don't glue the spring. And then we'd laugh it.
Right, so how are we going to keep that down while the glue goes off?
I think you've got to hit it on and it's not going to move. Because there shouldn't be any pressure on that until you pull it up.
Okay, and are we going to hit it with that on?
No, we'll line it, put that on, don't put it right on, but we'll line up where it's supposed to be.
Because that doesn't look like it's going to go on there. Not to be, well, I know, I mean that.
Yeah, we've got to make sure it's lined up in the right way.
So is there any reason we can't have that on while we do this?
No, there's not, but it's just hitting it. You don't want to hit that. You want to hit that.
Okay.
So damage that.
And that definitely doesn't need any of that cleaned off?
No. Only if you're trying to take it off, you drill that out.
And will we be gluing that onto there? Doesn't look like it was.
No, it will be clipped on.
Okay.
So let's say we push it on that. Are there bigger and smaller ones? Oh, there's one big one. One big one, which is there. So it goes that way.
Worth knowing.
Yeah. So
doesn't help when you can't see.
Out of the 4 clips on here, there's one fat clip at the top there, which there's a bigger hole right there, and that lines up like that. So that's handy. We know that that's the top. So if we get that central, we know.
Oh look, there's a little mark there as well. Maybe that.
So there is. So we'll keep that safe because you don't want to hit it. And now I think we'll larrup that up with some glue and slap it on. Literally smack it on. So we've got a rubber mallet, our cleanest one, and I'm going to put a bit of cloth over it so we don't get.
I've mixed some araldite, and we're going to go
inside the.
We're going to not. We thought a pea-sized amount. We thought less is more, and we would. Why's that in there? Sorry, I can't really.
It's hard to get it off, isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
And then
well, hold on. I might as well put.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And then the last bit, we'll just put a bit on the top of there.
Bit on the top.
Yeah. Top of there and round the sides a bit. I think that's all we can do.
I think that is plenty.
Yeah.
Do we need any? We don't need any lube in there.
Shouldn't do.
For the spring.
No.
Right.
Right. Let's get a bigger hole at the top there lined up. Right. That's why I'm putting my head in the way just to get it along. Right, I'm going to tap it on.
Waz it on.
Straight on.
And is it going to stay?
It certainly is.
Oh, we're happy with that.
Hang on.
Oh, we're happy with that. Because it ruined the drive, didn't it?
Did.
Absolutely made this car horrendous to drive.
Round town, fine, but as soon as you had to go into fifth, well, that's not going anywhere.
Okay. Was it, how? Sorry, was it?
It went down a good half an inch.
But could you feel it going down?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can't see it going up.
So we're now going to leave that 24 hours to go off.
We are.
Mind you, it's 34 degrees in here, so
it's not cold. Yeah, it's not coming up. So I think we'll leave that for a certain amount of time. We'll be back.
It looks so much better. That's really nice.
Yeah, so we're back with an update and we'll put that final beautiful piece.
And if I remember, I might put a link into them because that's very nice. We've also got a steering wheel cover which we will do at a later date.
We will.
Right, join us in 24 hours. 24 hours later, and let's demonstrate. So we're.
Oh, is that fifth?
Fifth. So fifth is fine.
Can we get reverse now?
Can't get reverse.
Yes. Lift the thing. Oh, get in.
Well happy.
Yeah. Another thing to add is before we did this little hack, little fix, the gear stick was definitely a lot taller than that. It had been glued on at the top, which I think was about there.
Yes.
And that's why it all came off, because it had been done so badly. But we're happy with the boot.
Yeah, that's
that looks
again. I'll try and remember to put a link in, but that's good. So we've got from the same company. We've got a steering wheel
cover
skin that you've got to stitch on.
Because stitch on it. So
why am I not stitching it on?
Because he's got enough patience.
Yeah, right.
So we've got that to go on, and we're going to go and take it in. Actually,
we're literally just leaving now
to
take it down to the mechanic. So join us in that episode. Like and subscribe would be nice. So join us in that episode where we will do a bit of do you call it vlogging? I hate that.
I'm going to try and get him to do a bit of vlogging.
We'll
see how that goes.
What, you so you can look up my nose?
Yeah, well,
I hate that.
Right, so we'll get vlogging and take it down to the mechanic. So
okay, we'll see you in the next one.